Hi everyone, Kurt from Richmond Rolling Solutions. So here we are, our first garage motor. We're about to show you how to do the install. And just like our gate motors, nice and easy, perfect for the DIY. Let's get started. So before we get started on our installation, we'll grab the tools we need. We've got a ladder here, we've got our cordless drill, socket set, spanners, your hacksaw, of course some safety gear, earmuffs and some glasses. We've got a hammer, shifter, a couple of sets of pliers, you've got your tape measure, and it's always handy to have a clamp and a level handy as well. Before fitting the opener, ensure the garage door operates smoothly by hand and remains balanced when opened halfway. If the door sticks, binds, or does not stay in position, repairs may be required before installation. Also confirm a 240 volt power outlet is available near the opener. Start with rail section number 1, which contains the drive gear and belt. Pull the belt and bracket assembly loose from the end of the rail. Slide a joiner sleeve onto the first rail section. Use a clamp to hold the other side of the rail so that you can hammer in the joiner until the notches meet in the center. Slide rail section number 2 onto the sleeve until both rail sections meet evenly in the middle. If required, use the clamp to hammer it in again. Before starting the final section, place the belt inside the rail. Slide another sleeve onto rail section 2 and again hammer it in if required. Before inserting the third section, feed the belt through the rail and make sure there are no twists in the belt. Whilst doing this, insert the trolley, ensuring the rod is facing the bolt end. Slide the final section together, then position the bolt through the end plate. Finally, attach the spring and tensioning nut to complete the rail assembly. Tighten the belt by turning the nut clockwise until the belt is firm but not over tightened. The spring shouldn't be fully compressed and the belt should flex approximately 35 millimeters. Place the motor unit on cardboard or a soft cloth to protect it from scratches. Position the assembled rail onto the drive gear section of the motor, ensuring the open side of the rail faces downward, and push the rail firmly into place. Now secure the rail using the 2 supplied mounting brackets. With the garage door closed, mount the wall bracket in the vertical center line of the door and approximately 50 millimeters above the highest point of door travel. Mark the mounting holes, drill the required holes, and securely fasten the wall bracket to a solid structural support. Place the opener back into its original packaging to protect it during installation. Lift the rail into position and align it with the wall bracket. Insert the mounting pin through both brackets and secure it using the supplied hairpin clip. Using a ladder, position the motor so the rail sits level and parallel with the garage door. Measure and mark where the roof brackets will be installed. If required, trim the mounting brackets to suit the installation. Loosely attach the brackets to the opener, then position the center rail support bracket. Secure all brackets to a structural timber or steel frame in the ceiling. Do not mount directly into plasterboard. With the garage door closed, fix the door bracket to a strong structural section near the top of the door and centered beneath the rail. Now connect the straight arm and curved arm together using the supplied hardware. Attach the arm assembly between the trolley and the door bracket. Pull the manual release cord toward the opener to lock the trolley, then open the garage door by hand until the trolley reconnects with the belt drive carriage. Once connected, the door should be held securely in place. It's time to program the travel limits. Press and hold the set button until the display shows 1, then release it. Press set once more to enter programming mode. To set the open position, press and hold the up button until the door reaches the desired open height. Use short presses for fine adjustments if needed. Press set to save the open position. Next, press and hold the down button until the door reaches the fully closed position. Press set again to save. The opener will now automatically run a full open and close cycle to calibrate travel and force settings. Test the safety reverse system. Place a 40mm high object flat on the floor beneath the garage door. Close the door using the remote. The door should detect the obstruction and automatically reverse direction. If the door does not reverse correctly, repeat the travel limit programming procedure before operating the opener. And that's it. Your Richmond GDR150 garage door opener installation is complete. For additional programming, troubleshooting or maintenance information, refer to the installation manual or contact Richmond Rolling Solutions Technical Support. Thanks for watching.